What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and Mr. Beast cures 1,000 people's blindness. And you think, well, that's good, right? Yeah, that's the normal response to that. Except you're not a lunatic leftist who are now raging that he dared to cure the vision of 1,000 people worldwide. Now, of course, you have the jealous creator takes where it's like, man, he's just doing it for YouTube growth. And we're going to talk about that too, because to bring back a 90s phrase, no doi, of course he's doing it to grow his YouTube channel. But does that uncure the 1,000 people? Does that change their lives? No, of course not. And also, of course, he paid for it all. And he also gave one of them a car, and he gave another one of them like 10 grand, and he gave another. So what? But then you have these like mega brains on Twitter getting mad at him about it, which makes no sense to me at all, especially as we get into the season of love here at Coffee Brand Coffee. This is my coffee company. We have started to roll out our Valentine's Day gift boxes. We only have 300. Actually, we've sold about 100 already. So if you want to get your Valentine's Day locked in, head on over to coffeebrandcoffee.com. Right on the homepage here, or I'll leave a link, is our Valentine's Day gift boxes. You can use promo code TheQuartering to save. Get this thing in the mail. You can get whole bean or ground. You get our delicious chocolate-covered espresso beans, a Colombian blend, and a hot cocoa to secure a wonderful night and next morning, hopefully, out there for all of you. Obviously, we have our coffee, teas, and cocos, but I would greatly appreciate the support. Now, Mr. Beast's curing blindness video splits opinion, as some claim he just wants YouTube growth. It actually doesn't split opinion. No real person actually views this as anything negative. Like, no actual person who isn't terminally online doesn't think this is amazing. Okay. Well-known YouTuber Jimmy Mr. Beast Donaldson has a history of doing fantastical and amazing things, from walking on water to hosting his very own Squid Game. He's used that popularity in various philanthropic ways, usually releasing videos to coincide with them, even going so far as having a channel dedicated to philanthropic efforts, such as giving $1 million of food to people in need, gave 200,000 to people who lost their jobs. Again, there is literally no victim in this. Now, some Twitter users have accused Mr. Beast of producing and creating a video as a means to further his YouTube empire and profit from it. So what? So what? Do any of these people whose like vision was cured, do you think they care? It's like that famous meme, like like I consent. Well, haven't you? But have you asked? Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask, like the internet? You know. Meanwhile, others have defended Mr. Beast vehemently, calling out such a negative reaction to the video, essentially stating that it's just the other side complaining about everything. You can see there's something so demonic about this that I can't even articulate what it is. And this tweet got like thousands and thousands and thousands of likes. What's demonic about it? And then like charity prawn. This got 3,000 likes. Right at the start of it, they say something about 50% of blindness is curable. Then they just see them dancing around like it's a talk show charity segment. So? By the way, Hassan, another multimillionaire, that could certainly help many people. You see, watching the video, Hassan became filled with rage, claiming that the American healthcare system has locked an accessible surgery and turned people's eyesight behind a paywall. Now, look, I think, first of all, he does this for people all around the world, not just the United States. And I'm not going to simp for the American healthcare system. But like, the idea is like, he expressed frustration over it, stating that making the procedure readily available, it's up to one YouTube guy to provide the surgery to people who are too poor to afford it. Well, according to the cost of it, eventually, you understand, like, even I will say, like, look, first of all, this is something that even Mr. Beast put out and saying now obviously communists are celebrating this, but like, you're right. I don't understand why curable blindness is even a thing. Why don't governments step in and help? Even if you think it's purely from a financial standpoint, it's hard to see how they don't get an ROI on taxes from people being able to work again. 100% agree. We also have probably 100 other curable diseases that our government doesn't fix for us for free either. But the communists are like, oh, hold up. He's learning about capitalism. It's time to radicalize Mr. Beast. I mean, I think that, then you have Brian Krasenstein, who's like a crazy reply guy on Twitter. I think it's a fair thing to talk about, but to actually villainize Mr. Beast is ridiculous. You could see, while most of his viewers hailed Mr. Beast a hero for providing these people the opportunity to get the surgery they couldn't otherwise afford, others criticized the creator for using his good deeds as content. It's like when Ethan Klein charity shamed Jeff Bezos for not giving enough of his money to charity. It's like, hey man, keep your eye off another guy's wallet, maybe. Maybe don't worry about that. Like within hours, the video was met with the usual excitement and admiration in the comment section on Twitter. Dang, as a person with total blindness in one eye, this made me tear up. Others took the issue with the video, especially on the issues it raises regarding healthcare. Many people pointed out that the surgeries Mr. Beast is paying for out of his own pocket is what universal healthcare looks like. I mean, does it? Would Mr. Beast have had the same amount of money in this system? I don't know. Would you like to be paying 70% income tax? I don't know. Would you like to be waiting 7 hours in line and then be like in Canada where they're literally putting people down for being too sick? I don't know. Certainly, our healthcare system here in the United States has many problems, far more than one video can explain. But the idea that like this video is anything but good. This dude calling it demonic got 80,000 likes. A Twitter user with the handle of whatever summarized a common criticism. It's never-ending cycle of content creation that makes Mr. Beast feel insidious. The underlying notion that if the camera wasn't on to feed the machine, nothing would happen. The dystopian thought that we're reliant on YouTube views instead of competent government for assistance. I don't really see how that's a Mr. Beast problem. This isn't the first time, by the way, Mr. Beast's intentions have been questioned. During the height of his popularity, for the Netflix series Squid Games, creators gathered around, blah, blah, blah. Viewers quickly pointed out that the stunt completely missed the point of the series, which was read as treaties with capitalism, or as the very least, a critique of finding entertainment value in low-earning individuals competing for large sums of money. I guess. And then Time magazine whines that he's untouchable. Criticism notwithstanding, Mr. Beast, for now, seemingly untouchable. His contentification of good deeds continues to prove its worth in views. I'm sorry, it's a problem when Mr. Beast does it, but not when literally every local news person does it, or when literally every charity on the planet records their content for YouTube and uploads it. It's somehow their fault. Like, I don't even understand. I don't get it. When I give 1,000 people a 10-minute surgery that cures their blindness, my YouTube video goes viral. But when I ask why 10-minute surgery isn't provided to anyone who needs it, they call me a communist. I mean, I'm not sure I would use the word demonic, but there are people that just hate Mr. Beast. And look, it's also, one could argue, because most people on Twitter are not very smart, one could argue that the current system of capitalism is why he's able to do this. I'd be willing to bet you that if every multimillionaire like Hassan, who's whining about it, would donate, 20% of their portfolios right now, they could probably get everybody in the United States done. It'd be no different than me having to pay it to the government, right? I mean, you people are miserable. It's hilarious. Imagine finding negative and 1,000 people being able to cure. It's insane. Now, it is fair to bring up the topic of the U.S. healthcare system, which unfortunately for those, at or even like middle class or lower in this country, it's over. I mean, it's exceedingly expensive. People have to make decisions every day for medical procedures that maybe they need but can't afford, or they're making choices with their money, and that's gut wrenching. And you don't like, people don't like that, and I think that's a fair criticism to make. But none of that is Mr. Beast's problem. It's like, it's maybe maybe we don't have to look at for the negative in literally every little thing on the planet. I think what Mr. Beast did is great. Obviously, these people are too stupid to understand that capitalism is the reason why Mr. Beast has the money to do this. They're also too stupid to understand that the reason he has the money, the reason these surgeries are getting done is because it's being done for content. They're too stupid to understand that the reason he has the will, he has the connections, he has the means, is because of his content creation. They just want to be mad. Commies just want to be mad. And, you could be mad that these people didn't have the surgery, but we also don't know their each individual story. And certainly I don't know what like the healthcare system is in all these other countries he went to. So, sometimes people make choices with their money. For example, I just saw, I mean, it's not based on a true story, but I just saw The Whale over the weekend, and Brendan Fraser is like, his character in the movie is trying to save all his money for his daughter. I don't want to spoil it, but like, he makes decisions not to get medical procedures, even though he has the money. So I don't know, should people be able to, get this stuff fixed? I think you can make a very good business case for it. Hey, they get back in the system, they can pay taxes. I'm not against that argument, but to rage at Mr. Beast about it is super not helpful. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you check out coffeebrandcoffee.com, promo code TheQuartering to save, and we'll talk to you again real soon.